What's up, everybody? Welcome to the broadcast. This is a first. We've actually got 12 people in here waiting on this goofy hillbilly to, I guess, do some chatting tonight. You guys drop me a comment and let me know your name, where you're coming in from. We'd love to meet some new people today. Shane Rowland, a familiar face. Welcome to the broadcast, my brother. A guy with a tractor, another familiar face. Thanks for dropping in, man. Says, I'm happy to be able to make the broadcast. It's a slow day here at the fire department, so hopefully I get to stick around, man. Hopefully you do get to stick around. We just had 16 pop in, and like I said, everybody drop me a comment, tell me who you are and where you're coming in from. Hopefully we have some new faces in here. Tonight is just about hanging out, and if you guys have any questions, whether it's excavation, grading, land clearing, demolition related, feel free to ask. I don't really have a script or bullet points to go into tonight. This week we are on vacation in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, visiting with Miss Kelly's family. And my plan for this week, since I won't be working in the dirt, is I'm going to try to do several lives at different times of the day. Most of my lives have been at noon or around 8 o'clock at night Eastern time. And I think I really need to do an early morning chat. I know not everybody is available all times of the day. So if you guys are just kind of coming in and we can do a time, maybe you got to go in on third shift or something, drop some times that work best for you guys so I can go back later on once the stream is ended and I can pick up some times that would be best for you guys as viewers. And we got a lot of people in here and a lot of familiar faces. Thanks for coming in, guys. It really humbles me the rate at which we have grown. The past 28 days, we have picked up going on 3,000 new subscribers. The channel is growing really fast, and I'm very pleased with it. It's been with the help of Dirt Perfect giving me a shout out. We have very similar channels. And of course, Dirt Boss Masonry and Excavating, he has been a big part. And he's definitely somebody that we're going to do some collaborations and some live chats where we split screen and we can talk to, you guys can talk with two of us at one time. And hopefully with two people putting our thoughts into something, maybe you get a better answer. Dominique, the dump truck driver, happy Sunday to you. Welcome in. It was a kick to see that little baby's car seat in your dump truck. That really made my day. And that just goes to show you it's never too early to start teaching these kids. Dirt Boss, welcome into the broadcast, my friend. High five, fist bump, man. I am stoked. Somebody for like the Dirt Boss and Dominique, both of them have 16 to 18,000 subscribers and their channels are growing. So if you're in here and you are not subscribed to them, at least write it down, make a note on your cell phone, and check them out. You will enjoy them. I got the message from Dominique earlier about the drone. I just haven't gotten to get back to you. So, I bet after 4 hours that baby's ready to get out of there. they get tired of that. Full Tilt Grading, welcome in. He's another one. You guys make a note of him. Check his channel out. I think he's up in Jersey. And the best part about all of these guys that I'm naming off, Dominique's in Washington State. Dirt Boss is up around Albany, New York. Full Tilt, I think, around Jersey. We've just got guys everywhere. And that's what I'm excited about, collaborating on stuff with them in these live chats, because a lot of different areas. And when it comes down to different grades, different terrain, different soil types, I can't answer every question for every place. So with, Dirt Boss, in his videos, one week he can be in sandy ground, he could be in a sandbox, and then the next he's in shale. So he is definitely one to watch. And I actually had a question from a viewer just a little while ago asking about doing larger pads. And I don't really do bigger jobs, even though, I could do a fairly good sized pad. I told him you need to go watch Dirt Boss and go to his search and he does bigger stuff, and he actually just did a fairly large pad. So there's just tons and tons of us out there that do all different kinds of work, and I'm really excited about doing some collaborations. I don't want to miss anybody, so let me scroll back up here. Molette Forge. Let's see. Henry's located in Ashland, Kentucky. Welcome to the broadcast, my friend. We're just going to run down through here, get caught up on some people who are dropping in. I'm seeing some new names. That's exciting. You guys be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like landscaping, clearing, anything land related. Now, as far as landscaping goes, that's a generalized term, and a lot of people think of those types of people as just planting shrubbery or whatever. But if you adjust the land and the vegetation, to me, you're a contractor, and most of us can do any of that, or we work with somebody who does do it. So like you got a grading and excavation contractor, most of the time they deal with either clearing stuff off the land and grading the dirt, and then you've got your pal, the landscaper, who puts stuff back on it. Who else have I missed here? Southern Dirt, welcome in. Camud Moose, welcome. A familiar face. Pebierski's Property Services, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining in on the broadcast. A lot of familiar faces. Georgia Cat Skinner, my friend, how's it going, buddy? We had a great Christmas. Absolutely great. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. Let me know. Drop it in the comments if you got a new attachment, a new machine, or anything like that. Like I said, Dominique just got a new, I think it was it a T880 Kenworth dump truck? I think that's what it was. So that's a pretty good present if you ask me. And hopefully that baby gets used to riding for, 8-10 hours. Let's see here. Patterson's Excavating in Iowa. Welcome in, my friend. Thanks for joining the broadcast. I think I've seen them in here a time or two. Memna X, you made it. He has been missing some of the lives. He's been catching up on the recordings afterwards. He's a friend on Facebook as well. You guys are more than welcome to go over to Southeastern Land Specialists on Facebook and friend us over there. Stephen W. Skidmore, Ontario, Canada. I've been to Canada a couple of times and loved it both times. I really enjoyed the trip. Of course, I didn't go in the winter time. So it was summer and spring. Really had a good time, though. If it wasn't for crossing the border in tractor trailer, it probably would have been easier, but we still made it and still had a great time. That was when I drove a tractor trailer over the road. So I got to see all of this country and a good bit of Canada. Dan McGivern, welcome in from Cleveland, Ohio. Thanks for joining the broadcast, my friend. Chris M., new to the channel, loving it from Indiana. Thanks, man. And be sure to drop it in the comments and let me know if there's something you're not finding. Any of you. If there's something you're not finding on the channel, I'm going to start trying to put down playlists. I've got a good best of Digging Life playlist I'm building right now, and it's going to be a compilation of all of the videos that, I've never really had one go viral. I don't have any million view stuff or anything, but for my little channel, there are certain videos that just take off and keep going fast. So definitely drop it in the comments. And I've got this live chat set up to where it can be seen after we end the live stream. And you guys can go back and reference it and all that good stuff. Let's see here. Shane Rowland, just thought of something. When I get my excavator, I'm going to depend heavily on these videos. Well, hopefully they're good for you, man. And like I say, Shane, check out Dirt Boss. He is a credit to his profession, and he's a really good YouTuber. So is Elite Earthworks. And you guys will hear me give shout outs to these guys. And the reason for that is that I have my strengths, but I also have a lot of weaknesses when it comes to excavation and grading, just as far as my skill level and my knowledge. And I'm not ignorant enough to feel like I shouldn't guide you guys to other creators, because there are creators with extremely strong skill sets. Sorry, I'm a hillbilly, and it's sometimes hard for me to enunciate, so I apologize. Now, Dirt Boss, he enunciates. He uses proper English. No worries there. We just hit a record. We hit 67 people in here at one time. That's my best record so far. So thank you guys who have come in and are sticking it out with me. We're going to get it a little bit more exciting. We're going to talk about a good business that I've thought about this week, and I've thought about it really hard because a lot of you guys are starting this business and you're wanting to get into it, but you don't necessarily have experience. So I have thought of a business type that you can start out small and make really good money, but you can also scale it up if you want to grow. Me personally, I'd never see myself growing past having just a driver or equipment operator in myself. I like keeping it small. So that's where I'm going to be. Dirt Boss, he's got guys that work with him, but you will see him drive the truck. You will see him run the excavator and the dozer. So you're not just watching somebody who's just spewing out all this information that you have to question, is it right or wrong? You will see him do the job. You will see him talk about it as he does it. Same with me and same with Elite Earthworks. So you guys can guarantee that the Dirt Boss, Elite Earthworks, and myself are going to shoot you straight. We're not, if we don't know something, we're just not going to say it. Or we're going to make a joke about it, and you're going to know we don't know what it is. But those other two guys I mentioned, you can tell they are a wealth of knowledge, and you guys need to write those channels down. Where are we at? Blairsville, Georgia. Oh, yeah, guy with a tractor, man. Yeah, I grew up over in Hayesville, North Carolina, which is probably why I talk the way I do. And it's their fault, not mine. Let's see here. Where are we at? Did I miss somebody? I feel like I've missed a type person or two. Cord Hackett. Just subscribed. I have been enjoying the videos from Central Illinois. Thanks, Cord. We appreciate you coming in. We're having a blast. The channel is growing so fast, and it's because of viewers like all you guys. You guys are becoming friends. You're becoming names with faces. And I would love if you guys, if you don't have a picture next to your name, please put one in there. We, the creators, want to feel like we're creating a family or friends, and that's hard to do when you don't have a picture. You know, Dirt Boss, you know what he looks like. You can look at him on the channel. Dominique, the dump truck driver right there. She has a picture. You know who she is. You know her face. And it's exciting to see people in the comments and you know who they are. You can picture their face. They're real people. And that makes this stuff just that much better. Rusty Brotherton. Let's see, from McLeod, Oklahoma, out there in the Midwest, and really enjoy your videos as I get started in this business. Rusty, man, all you can do is jump in and do it. Just jump in and do it. Get your hands dirty. Get on some equipment. Do the jobs. Have some fun with it. And just don't try to grow too fast, guys. That's where I see a lot of people collapse. They try to grow too fast. They're getting all these little jobs, they're having a good time, and then somebody up and gets them this $100,000 job, which anything in North Carolina, I think over $35,000, you have to have a GC license for. Well, then they're like, okay, great. They take on this $100,000 job, and they're like, holy cow, I could buy my equipment. I've got these little payments, and then I'm going to be golden. Well, they get that one job, but they don't have the connections or the know-how to get the next big job, but they still have all this equipment that they bought and financed, and now they've got all these payments and all this big, huge equipment that now that they're back to normal, they have small jobs. It's not sustainable. So maybe they bought all this equipment. They've hired all these guys. First, they're going to start letting the guys go. Well, then you don't have people to operate this equipment, so you definitely can't afford to have equipment with payments just sitting forever. The equipment starts dwindling away, and you're back to a small operation anyway. And that's why I say let yourself grow slow. Don't be too quick to hire people. I love doing this work. Absolutely love it. And most of the people that I know that have tried to go into this, number one, they tried to grow too fast, but two, they didn't want to do the type of work that they started a job. I know a guy that started a tree business, and if my wife was sitting here, she'd know exactly who I'm talking about. He never worked in the tree business, didn't want to do tree work. He wanted to ride around, do quotes, and make huge money. If you're not there with your crew getting dirty and bloody with them, they're not going to respect you, and it's going to kind of implode. So there's that. Let's see who else we got in here. Ryan Atkinson, headed to the Black Hills of South Dakota. thanks, man. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate every one of you guys who are supporting this channel. I'm telling you, we are at, I think it's 2.7 thousand subscribers we've grown in the past 28 days. And that for me is huge. That is absolutely huge and is extremely humbling. Skidster Drew, welcome into the broadcast, my friend. You guys write down this name too, Skidster Drew. Great creator, great personality, and a great person. You guys would really enjoy his videos. Southern Dirt, welcome in, man. Actually, I already saw you, dude. I get confused with all these messages, guys, so hang with me. Let's see here. MGR Digger, hey, how's it going, man? Welcome into this little bit of a show. Dirt Brew, welcome in. He's got some videos out there too, guys, so be sure to check him out. Full Tilt is in Southeast PA, so I was off a little bit. He's Southeast PA, not Jersey. Let's see here. CV, what is happening? Boy, if I'm your hero, man, you need more options. Oh, man. Joey Ford, he says, what's up? What's up, Dirt Boss? Todd keeps giving you a shout out. So I've been watching you. Man, I'm telling you, Dirt Boss, you cannot go wrong. And he's one of those that I feel good about giving shout outs a lot, because it don't matter what video you go watch on his channel, it doesn't disappoint. And you will not dislike it. He's just a straightforward person. Let's see here. Let's scroll down just a touch and get caught up. I don't know where I'm at, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me here. Man, we had a lot of messages come in here. I'm falling way behind. Okay, I think I'm caught up here. Camo Moose, going back on your Ford F-750, how is it, and do you like it or not? As far as just pulling, $49. Oh my God, bless you. You know I'm poor. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Any super chats, guys, I appreciate it. I'm going to put it back into the YouTube as far as cameras and stuff. I've been saying I'm going to get a camera for the live feeds and stuff and a better microphone. Wouldn't mind to set up a little studio at my house so there's not an echo, but this isn't my house. So thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate that. Where are we at? Michael Johnson, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's see here. I feel like I can't really read that name. Let's see. Oh, Mimna, man, I didn't even recognize your emblem, dude, man. You're too kind, dude. You're too kind. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's see here. All right, I'm getting caught up, folks. Bear with me here. Shane Burrell, welcome in. He says the weather in their area has been good for this type of business. Yeah, it has been. In Western North Carolina, I got hung up on doing the bamboo removal. It wasn't going too smooth, but we got it done. It's posted, all 3 parts. You guys can go check it out. It's all good. Joey Ford, Todd, found someone in Gatlinburg area to mulch property for us. Excellent. Supposed to go out next week to do the work. We'll see. Hopefully turns out nice. Man, send me some pictures. If you guys ever want to email me, my email is tkendi.slm@gmail.com. I'll just punch it in here real quick. tkendi.slm. Oops. And this will be where you order merch from too. I'm going to have some merch. That's what I'm talking about. At gmail.com. If you guys like the little emblem of where we're at on the, like next to my name in here, the goofy little hillbilly dude with his hat, little cartoon version of me on a tiny little excavator. It's going to be some fun stuff like that. I think it's kind of comical. When I first saw that, it tickled me to death. So there you go. I just put my email in. It probably popped up somewhere around here. Let's see here. Where are we at? Ready, Lynn. He is saying hello to everybody. Check them out, guys. Welcome into the broadcast. Dominique, the dump truck driver, says, yep, haha, most expensive present I've ever gotten. I dare say that probably what, a $200,000 truck, somewhere in there, maybe more. Is a T880, I think a Quint Mega Dump. Let's see here. Full tilt grading. Thanks for the push over 4K. Much appreciated. Man, it's my pleasure. You've got a great channel, dude. And just keep growing. Keep growing. The more you're behind the camera, the more comfortable you're going to get, and the better your videos are going to be. So just keep going at it and don't give up. I've been seeing a lot of pop-ups here lately from other YouTubers who put videos out 8 years ago and they're getting recommended, but they've only got like 1,000 or 2,000 subs, and it's because they quit. You know, if you want a YouTube channel, just keep at it. Just keep at it. Some grow faster than others. We just started our family channel. I'll punch it in the comments. It's the Kendi Fam, and that's going to be kindly following just me and my wife in our personal lives. And I wish more channels did this, because it would be so much more fun if you got a taste of what people were like in their personal lives, and then you see them in their work lives, and I think it would help your actual, like your professional channel even more. So, and if you don't want to do 2 channels, that's great. But you guys who have channels, let people see into your personal lives. Skid Steer Drew posts pictures on his community of him and his baby boy, and it's precious. It is absolutely precious. And man, I'm happy for you. And hopefully here in the next year or so, I'll be getting to enjoy the same feelings of having maybe a new baby. So we're gonna see where that goes. Dan McGivern, he got a 36-inch tilt grading bucket on the way for his Kubota mini excavator. Man, I got a 48-inch tilt bucket, and it's sitting at the dealership right now, and I cannot wait to get back and try that sucker out. And I thought it's a tag bucket. And, you know, most tilt grading buckets are really, they're not deep. They're not a big bucket. They're not really made for scooping so much as grading and pulling grade. And this thing is huge, absolutely huge. The good news is it fits a Yanmar 100 too. So if I have to upgrade to a 100 and I'll stay with Yanmar, then it'll be all good. I doubt I'll stay with Yanmar. I'll probably go with something else. In that case, I would just increase what I charged or wanted to get for the 80 and let the tilt bucket go with it and do it that way. But congratulations, Dan. You're going to love it, man. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. Skid Steer Drew, you must have been a really good girl this year, Dominique. Man, I'm telling you. I don't know if Dominique saw that, but yeah, man, that's the icing on the cake, man. You go out on maternity leave, you got a new baby, your family's doing great, and then you get a new truck. I mean, how much better does life get than getting a brand new dump truck? Dirt Boss says, congrats on 4,000 full tilt grading. What he's talking about is he just crossed over 4,000 subscribers. That's no small deal. A lot of people will get to maybe 500 or 1,000 and they quit. They get tired of it. To get to the subscribers I'm at now, I have put out 320 videos, and the time it takes to edit and just to film while you're trying to complete these jobs, it's not really easy. So you guys who, you know, if you're doing it every day and you're filming and you're staying up late at night editing and you start getting burnt out, afford yourself a break. It's better than quitting, and it will be worth it, and it will pay off. Trust me. I mean, look, if you watch my videos, they are not exciting. And I'm thrilled that I've made it to 9,500 subscribers, 9,700, somewhere in there. So if there's people watch me, there's people that watch you, and you're golden. That's a solid fact. Southern Dirt, let's see. He's talking to him. Let me get down in the messages here. Dominique, I was told that if I want to have another baby, I got to ask if it works in our work schedule. That sounds like a boss man statement, don't it? Let's see here. Joey Ford, looking forward to seeing the new brush hog mower on excavator. I am stoked. And what he's talking about is I also ordered a 60-inch Bushmaster rotary cutter for my 80. Now, this 80 out to the knuckle, or you know, the quick connect, it's got about a 20-foot reach. Well, if you add 5 more feet onto that, we're reaching out, 25 feet of mowing. And that's kind of the typical reach for a fairly large tractor with a long reach boom mower. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited to get that thing and put it into some brush and make some stuff happen. It's going to be really cool. On top, I have my Fecon FMX 36 forestry mulcher. And thanks to anybody who jumped in on my community, I did like a poll and asked for what types of videos you guys want to see this year. And that was really helpful. We got a whole lot of votes, over 200, and most of them leaned toward, I believe it was driveway repairs, which driveway repairs will always be one of my favorites because it's easy to get into. The equipment you buy is not all that expensive. You don't have to have big equipment. You don't even have to have a large dump truck, and it's easy to scale. You can start out doing small little driveways, and then you can go to community roads, and that's where your big money starts. And just because you fix a road, especially gravel roads about anywhere, just because you fix it the one time doesn't mean it's going to last. They wash, they erode, and a lot of it you can't control. You can't control what the weather's going to do. You cannot control freeze and thaw. You cannot control the UPS and FedEx trucks. Those two get me more than 80% of my jobs. So unless they tell FedEx and UPS not to come in there no more, then you're going to have work till the day you die. And more than likely, if you want to retire, they won't let you. They'll keep calling. So driveway repair, gravel, driveway repair, and even like pavement, you can, it's not the best, but if you're just getting started, you can go to Lowe's, get some cold patch, and throw it in the trunk of your car and go around asking people if they want you to fix their potholes. Everybody hates potholes. I just did a video on it. I guarantee you get into fixing potholes, whether it's in gravel roads, asphalt, concrete, you're going to stay in business. Easy work to get. Trust me, everybody hates potholes. Where are we at here? Mike Rowland, hello from Marion. Is it Marion, North Carolina or Marion, Ohio? I cannot remember. Dirt Root, they restricted your message. Let me see here. Message retracted. Okay, I thought it blocked your message out. Usually I'll do that if there's like a profanity or something. I'm like, that don't sound right. Wayne Forbes, hey man, how's it going? Good to see you. If you were in here earlier and commented and I missed it, I am very sorry. One of my favorites, man. He says, after this snow, thinking about a tractor with a cab, do you do any snow plowing when it hits Asheville? My feelings on snow plowing, and me and Dirt Boss were talking about this the other day on the telephone, is just about everybody and their brother, if it's an area that ever gets snow, they have a snow plow. So I do not do snow plowing. I did it a couple of times. I rode around, and for what it pays around Asheville and as many people as there are that do it, and they get out like 5 o'clock in the morning. If it's a snowstorm and the only thing I'm doing at 5 o'clock in the morning is snoring, I don't want to get out in that stuff before 8 a.m. So it's really not conducive for what I want to do. And also getting out and driving the tractor up and down the roads, getting salt and everything. And, it wasn't worth it to me. But if it's early on and you are buying equipment, you need to provide every service you can. If you are out there, you need to be hungry, you need to be working for it. When I first started, I was willing to use my tractor for whatever I could do with it, if it paid any money and there was profit in it. There's a big difference. I mean, you can get paid tons and tons of money on a job, but if there's no profit, what was the point? So if there's profit in it in your area, go for it. But if there's a blue million people doing snow plowing, I wouldn't waste my time. I really wouldn't, unless you can get a good contract that just pays really, really good. Now, that's not to say that there's not money in it. There is good money in snow plowing. It's just not in my area, so I'm not the right person to ask. Wayne, what I would do is I would reach out to Dirt Boss and chat with him a little bit. He'll definitely be a better one and certainly more knowledgeable about snow plowing. Shane Burrow, you've got to be within 100 miles of me just from the accent. Yeah, I am in Black Mountain, North Carolina is what we call home. Let's say Dirt Brood. I love your accent, Todd. Mine is boring. No, Jersey accents are cool too, man. And it's fun because when you talk to somebody and you can pick up on where they're from, it's always fun, And when I was a kid, I got made fun of for it, so I had a real sensitivity to it. But once you find the humor in yourself and you can be okay with things that you're not or were not comfortable with before, it sets you free. You can become a whole different person in a whole new world. You guys give me a thumbs up if you're liking the conversation, and if my camera's kind of coming in clear and you can hear me. And if not, be sure to comment so I know that I really need to do some changing. I know the Wi-Fi connection here is not the best in the world. So, hey, Biker in PA, welcome in, my friend. What took you so long? I've been looking for that name to pop up since I sat down. Let's see here. Michael Duncan, hey, how's it going from East Tennessee? Getting my own business started, and you have definitely answered a lot of questions for me with job appraisals. Love the channel. Michael, that thrills me. That makes it totally worth it. That's what this channel is all about, is helping people get started. Because, and I'll always say that I didn't have that when I got started in this business. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything about it. And a lot of what I learned was from YouTube. It was from watching it on YouTube, thinking I knew what I was doing, going to the job sites, making mistakes, going back to YouTube, figuring out what I did wrong. And sometimes it's watching the wrong people and just doing it. The biggest thing about dirt work is you can watch it all day long, or you can go stand on a job site and watch somebody all day long and they can tell you what they're doing all day long. But until you get good at working the controls, having your hands on the controls and feeling it and seeing it happen, and it's like anything else. You may move the controls, but that machine does not give you the result that you told it to give you. And what it is you just don't know the feel of the controls yet. And once you get the feel of the controls, you become pretty much a paintbrush. Guys, we're at 86. Man, this is a record. And I love you guys for coming in here and being in this live broadcast. If we ever hit 100, I'll probably just fall out on the floor dead because I'll be amazed. So just get your hands on the controls. There's a lot of people that message me and they say, I want to do this kind of work and I'm just afraid. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done it, but it looks fun. And the reason that I just started it and the reason that I went into the business and I taught myself is because nobody wants to teach somebody from the beginning, because most people don't stay with the same company. And what they're going to end up doing is teaching somebody who somebody else can pay them more for their talents that they learned. So it's going to be really hard for you to find somebody to give you the chance and the time to train you, unless they're a friend or family. If they're a friend or family, they may put the time into you, but even then it's kind of questionable. My advice, watch a bunch of YouTube, make your mistakes, learn the business, and set the tone for your own future. That's what I think. Right or wrong, that's what I think. Let's see here. Southern Dirt, you will make more money with you and one or two operators. I've tried the 10-man crews. And that's what a lot of people say. They will try to run big crews, and sure, they get more work done and they have to do actually, less of the work themselves. But the profit margins, especially around Asheville, North Carolina, there are so many contractors who have tried having employees and having bigger crews, and it just doesn't work out around there. Truck drivers just bounce from one job to the next. They'll be working one job. Somebody else really needs a driver. They'll pay them more. And then once that driver goes and they're getting that high hourly rate, once that person doesn't really need that driver as much anymore, they can't just fire them for no good reason most of the time. So they'll just cut their hours down. And then that person's like, oh, well, they were paying me good money, but I'm not getting any hours. Have you ever heard that story? I bet you have. If you're a business owner in this, I bet you have. Kelly Hoff, I guess. I'm so sorry if I pronounce these names wrong. I am so sorry. We'll blame it on my reading ability. When will Emma take over the business? I don't know. She likes playing on the excavator, but it's not something she asks for. She's not like, let's go drive the excavator or drive the tractor. She likes it, but she doesn't. It's not a big goal of hers. She's an inside kid. She's a homebody like Kelly, and if she grows up and she wants to be a part of that business, I would love to keep training her and get her educated on what it takes to run the business. But it may just not be something she wants to do, and I'm not going to be one of those dads that definitely I won't ever force it on her. But she'll really have to want it. Wendell Hopkins, what's up, my brother? Glad to have you in here, man. I'm glad to see that name pop up. A very familiar face in the chats here. A guy with the tractor. Hillbilly is my primary language. Appalachian American, Appalachianese, if you will, my friend. Let's see, full tilt grading. Brandon Elite is out of the hospital for anybody wondering. He is. I think he went home Christmas Day, didn't he? And that I texted with Brandon a little bit the other night, and he said that he was getting ready to go home. This was on the 24th, and I thought, man, if he's been in the hospital, I'm not going to bug him, too much. Fresh out of the hospital and spending time at home. So that's Brandon over at Elite Earthworks LLC. If anything, drop in on his latest video and message him, send him some love and support. Skid Steer Drew, I need subtitles for my accent. Don't most of us, man. Don't most of us. Let's see here. Patterson Excavating. Good news. That is good news, man. Absolutely. Dominique, the dump truck driver. I love it when I remember people from old live streams, video comments. Man, I'm telling you. Dominique, if you're planning on doing a live anytime soon, just go ahead and drop it in the comments so we can all have a heads up. I know sometimes it's helped me when I go on my community block of my channel and I copy a link to the live stream, and that helps give people a heads up and they can come in. Again, I'm going to this whole next week. I'm off work. I'm going to be doing live streams at all different times of the day to hopefully give everybody an opportunity to come in and chat with me if they want to, that is. Yep, he actually had COVID. Lead Earthworks had the COVID. He said he's living that COVID life. Levi Hemphill, hello from Colorado. Love the channel. Thanks for coming in, Levi, man. I love Colorado. I used to go through there all the time when I drove a truck. Anybody who's just coming in to this live chat, this is a channel about excavation, grading, land clearing, demolition, and anything other land and property related. Also, let me just point out, Dominique the dump truck driver has a channel that you guys need to check out. And as usual, Dirt Boss, gotta love the guy. Shane Rowland, we'll check them out as well. Definitely, man, definitely. Let's see here. Skidster Drew, there's a guy that has done the exact same thing in my area. Where are we at? Let me get on down here. Man, I'm way behind. Let's see. Where are we at? Dozer Dennis, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Have you guys still got snow up there? Ohio Valley Pond and Excavation. Welcome in, man. I'm glad to have you dropping in on the broadcast. I've almost got tongue-tied there for a second. You have to beg for seat time when you start, then you will beg to get a break once you're good. That's a fact. That is a fact. A good operator, once you're trained and you can tell people you know what you're doing, and within a few minutes you get in the machine and the boss man sees that you know what you're doing, he's going to work you to death. That is a solid fact. MGR Digger, how long did it take you to get steady work? Oh, boy. As far as having it figured out and getting my name out there, oh, boy. I would say 5 years. If you can just hang on for 5 years and get your name out there, you're going to be okay. And that's most businesses. Most businesses, if you truly take 5 years to get into the green, as they say, then you're doing pretty good. Most startups have a really tough time, especially if you're just not already known. a good way is to try to, make friends and talk to bigger guys, bigger companies that don't want the small jobs, and they'll toss you the small jobs, the scraps, the leftovers, and that's where you build up. You got to start from the bottom. Everybody does. Let's see here. Larry Hairston, welcome in, my friend. Says my name is Larry Hairston. I'm 25-year-old, small landscaping business. And watch you all the time. I do all my work with a 3025E with backhoe and a 1975 dump truck. Man, enjoy it. Enjoy it, dude. Stick with that stuff. If it gets to nickel and diming the heck out of you, it'll be time to trade up. I started out with a 1975 F700. I wish I could just pop a picture of it up. It was a fun little gem. It had a 460. No. It was like a 4 or something. It was an industrial engine. Gasser, horrible. It was slow, but it was steady. Had 2-speed rear end. I would not have wished it on anybody who's trying to start a business. But you start where you have to and work your way up, guys. Just keep on going. Give me a thumbs up if you started out on your own and you worked your way up. My hat's off to you. That takes a lot, and it's a lot of work. Wayne Forbes, I have a small housing development that I take care of. I do all the road grading and mowing in there. So snow plowing is part of it. The older I get, that cold air hurts. It does, man. And, the weather affects us differently as we all get older. And it's just how it's going to be. We work until we just have to stay in a cab and go forward from there. For sure. Let's see here. Windsor, what happened to Elite? Dirt Boss tells him the COVID. Elite Earthworks had the COVID. He is in recovery stages at home. Let's see here. Southwest Missouri. Lee, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. I hate to not be looking into the camera, but it's kind of hard to do when my comments are off to the side. Maybe I'll have it set up pretty soon to where I've got 2 screens, and it'll make it a little bit easier for me. Let's see if I can run through here and get caught up a little bit quicker. Josh Maynard, welcome in. Love your channel. You have great videos. Thank you, man. I'm trying to make them better. I try to put them in terms that everybody can understand, but at the same time be entertaining for those who are not beginners, which can be kind of challenging at times, really. Ryan Hankins from Jamestown, Indiana. He's out there in Dirt Perfect's country. Where are we at? Ohio Valley Pond and Excavation. I am going to go sign paperwork on a new 235E Volvo tomorrow with a blade, thanks to Dirt Perfect. I wanted a blade. Man, I'm telling you, there are a lot of guys who just want a bulldozer, and then they want an excavator that doesn't have a blade. Some people will not have a big excavator with a blade on it, and then some people wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so used to it. It would be hard for me to imagine having an excavator that didn't have a blade. I love being able to level myself up and work on slopes without being on a slope, and I'm almost always on a slope. I'm never flat ground. If I was on flat ground a lot more, then I could see the blade just being kind of in the way and in my field of vision. But let's face it, you can spin around the other way and dig over the rear end of the machine, I think. Let's see here. Larry says he has a 361 in his. I'm wanting to say mine was like a 390 or it was a 400 something. It was a huge engine. Let's see here. Memnite X. Anyone know a good place to find final drive parts? I need to rebuild my Cat 953C. Getting a quote from Cat Dealer tomorrow. If somebody hasn't said something, I would imagine maybe Dirt Boss would have a contact anyway. Even though I think he's a Komatsu guy now. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's see, Camoed Moose. I'm young and I'm thinking about starting a business about excavation. What should my first steps be? that is a tricky one. The first thing I would do is familiarize yourself with your local market, which means you need to ask around and just gain information any way you can, anybody you can talk to, and find out what types of work are available, what sizes of jobs, what people are charging. If you can find out what your colleagues, not competition, your colleagues, everybody else around the area is charging, if you can find out what they are charging, then you know what roughly you'll be able to charge. Also, you need to figure out, when you go into looking at equipment, you need to look at fuel consumption. You need to know if it uses DEF, oil changes. You need to look